Hey guys, how's it going? At the start of Season 6, Biking added rank-based matchmaking to My Hero Ultra Rumble. In the beginning, we all thought this was a huge W, but oh god were we wrong. As the season goes on, things are only getting worse and worse with this matchmaking system. So today, we're going to be talking about some of the main reasons the new matchmaking system is bad for the game. So please don't forget to subscribe, and let me know what you think of the matchmaking this season. Now, let's get started. I'm going to start with the biggest one, and that's that it straight up does not work most of the time. The way it was described in the patch notes was that, with the new ranked-based matchmaking system, the game would match us with players of the same or similar rank. Right now, I am Expert 1, so I would assume that with this change, that I'd get matched with players who are either the same rank, a rank below, which would be Gold 5, or a rank above, which would be Expert 2. But in reality, what's actually happening is I get matched with players of all ranks, exactly like before. I will say some of the time I do end up getting a full team of expert ranks, but a vast majority of the time I get matched with anyone from silver all the way up to ace rank. This is not how it was supposed to happen, and since the matchmaking system is pretty much working the exact same way it always has, it seems like a weird thing to try and change. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The next reason rank-based matchmaking is ruining the game is due to unfair lobbies. So, they changed the matchmaking system, but not which lobbies the game is putting teams into. So, a lot of the time, you'll see lobbies that have a full team of bronze players up against a team of ace ranks and a team of expert ranks, and it's just plain unfair on the lower rank players. A lot of them, especially the bronze ranks, have no idea what they are doing and are essentially walking free KOs. They have no chance against ace ranks. They have no chance against expert ranks. Their whole reason to be in a match is to get KO'd. The only people this benefits are the high rank players, because they can get easy KOs. But to bronze ranks, or somebody who is new to the game, this is going to make them not want to play the game. So Biking, you really have to change this. Either get rid of rank-based matchmaking, which is your best option, like you guys did when you got rid of aim assist on console in Season 3, or you double down and tweak the rank-based matchmaking system to be better. This option, while sounding good, is the worst outcome since it will still put more people off the game than on it. The next thing that is ruining the game, and this is a PC specific problem, is that there aren't enough players on PC for rank-based matchmaking to realistically work. It's no secret that anime games never do well on PC, and compared to console, always have a significantly less player base. We don't have exact numbers for console, but let's say worldwide on PlayStation, there are about 100,000 players. On PC, there are roughly around 2,000 players. This could be slightly higher today since Todoroki's new skill set comes out, but even then, this is a 98% difference. If PlayStation is having issues matching people together of the right ranks, do you really think that that will magically change on PC? No. And from what I've heard, it's not looking good for our PC bro and broettes. Out of those 2,000 or so players, not every single one of them is going to be a tryhard. A lot of them are just casuals that probably won't get any higher than Gold 3, so once PC players are going beyond the casual ranks, the game can't match them with anybody, since there is nobody to match them with. So what ends up happening is that these high rank PC players are getting put into lobbies full of bots because there are no real players to match them with. This sucks. Nobody wants to play an online game to be put in a lobby full of bots. The game has its own dedicated mode for that, but sadly, on PC, this is the reality for its players. So again, Bandai, Biking, whoever, get rid of this stupid change you made. It's going to kill the game on PC, and it's already pretty dead on there, so eventually, it will kill the game on other platforms too. Bouncing off that issue, The next reason rank-based matchmaking is ruining the game is that the game as a whole is not big enough to support something like this. The last example with PC is the most extreme version of this problem, but it also applies to every other console this game is on. Types of games where we see rank-based matchmaking or skill-based matchmaking are games like Apex Legends, Valorant, Street Fighter 6, and you know what all of these games have in common? The fact that their player bases are in the millions, so they can have systems like that. My Hero Ultra Rumble does not. If we pooled every version of My Hero Ultra Rumble's player bases together, even then, we would probably only have around 300,000 or so. Now, let's take into account that not everybody is going to be playing ranked, plus the fact that a lot of the time, the game will put you against players who are in the same region as you, and this severely limits the player pool. So, more often than not, you'll see a lot of familiar names because you are being put into those matches with the same people. This wouldn't be so bad if the rank-based matchmaking worked, but as we have previously established, it doesn't. My Hero Ultra Rumble will sadly never be on the same level as something like Apex, so there really isn't a point of having rank-based matchmaking. A better solution would be to have a skill-based matchmaking system that isn't too strict. That way, players on PC would still be able to get matches that aren't full of bots, and the lower skill players would be put in matches against each other. Even this would probably still have some kind of issues that I can't think of right now, since again, the player base for this game isn't big enough for any kind of rank or skill-based matchmaking system. So please, Viking, just go back to how it was before, or tweak it slightly from what it was before to make it more fair. And the final reason that rank-based matchmaking is ruining the game is because rank doesn't always equal skill. This has always been the case, but this season specifically, since the new system was added, it's very noticeable. Let me tell you a secret about the ranked system that a lot of people still don't know. You could get 0 KOs, less than 500 damage, and just about do everything bad that you can think of, and as long as you survive until top 3, and your teammates are getting KOs, you can easily make it to at least gold 5 before you'll start struggling. Because of this, you can't really trust rank. Once you get into expert and ace, it's not as much of a problem, since you need to be at least somewhat good to get into these ranks. I've had it happen a lot this season, where I'll get matched with a player who is gold 5 or gold 4. We load into a match and they get KO'd instantly, or just very clearly don't know what they are doing. Things like picking up your color cards and not giving them to you, you dropping their card colors and they just don't pick them up. And the one that low-key gets me heated, when you've been downed and they are using a character that has an instant revive, like Froppy. They have the special ability charged and are in range to use it, but they just watch you get KO'd and don't do anything. You can see why this is an issue. When you get to higher ranks, when you get a player like this, you are basically a two-person team, and that puts you at a very big disadvantage, especially when you get into expert rank or higher. Something definitely needs to be changed right now. This just ain't it. And those are just some of the reasons the new rank-based matchmaking system is ruining My Hero Ultra Rumble. Realistically, I do believe that if enough people talk about this issue, and why it's a bad thing, we could get this change reverted, like we did back in Aim Assist with Season 4. But to do that, we all need to talk about it. So talk about it in the Discord for the game, email Bandai support and tell them why it's a bad thing. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, my name is Webavalo, and I will see you next time.